Did they split? Did they drill? Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
I fucked up. I did the wrong shit. I was trying to turn mine on. That's what I just said. Or I was attempting to, and I accidentally went to the other one. I had to come back and go to the voice chat to get where I could do it.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Should I turn it on?
Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. The losers their last time out.
I did just turn it. I did something and I turned it down when I was, because I didn't want to hear Beast and mine at the same time. You know what I mean? I could hear his racing. But if I done figured out how to I'm YouTubing too. That's why I don't understand. God damn it. I think you gotta turn your volume on to hear it, Otis. He just wants to be able to hear my game. I mean, I'm trying to figure it out. But see, I am YouTubing. So, but when I click on that and look at it, it says muted microphone. So I'm wondering, are they not hearing me through fucking YouTube now like they was before? They might have finally turned me off. They might have been like, man, we've got to turn that guy off. We cannot be having him talk. There's too many fucks and niggas and fuck niggas and shit. You can still hear me through the YouTube? That's what I want to know, because if that's fixed, then that's good. Yeah. Okay. Well, what it was is it wasn't muted, but if I and then if I press that, then y'all can hear me. So what it is I can mute myself over that broadcast, but just y'all ain't gonna hear me neither. All right. So now back to the other thing, back to the share playing thing. Uh, I didn't. What did he say? Good. Don't you fucking contradict me, Otis. Uh, but how can try on like I don't know, man. I don't know what to do to make it where you can hear it on there.
Here. And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
I need to do this. There we go. I'll say something. Yeah, that's better now. So I am kind of still getting to accomplish what I want. I just got to do it through my PlayStation.
In week 13. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
Well, apparently it don't fucking work like my old one, man. I don't know. I might be now. But I figured out I can just do it right here on the thing. I just hit the PlayStation button and I can do it.
Not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
But it's not individual volume, and I don't like that. You know, I'm telling you, whatever I'm doing with this second roller over here. When I turn that up, all that does is like makes, man, it's, I don't know what the fuck it does. I start hearing an echo of myself. It's like it's turning my chat volume up or something. Alright, whatever. Fuck that shit. Fuck the Panthers. Black fucking Panther motherfuckers.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run.
On the FIFA
a lot of times you think
that,
if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater.
This nigga gonna spin the other goddamn way.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
I ain't looked at how much the other ones are.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last
you ought to be able to look at it.
It really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that. But he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the
before, Madden tried to come out with that face of the franchise shit, and they did that because 2K was, a lot of people like their little storyline, but I think the 2K did it better, and then this one's pretty cool too. But it's fucking bullshit. It's like a little soap opera or something,
The option to the right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting
himself.
Madden
didn't come back out with that.
Took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can.
Or did they have it on this year?
Keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, let's face it, no one thinks
fucking
about throwing
surprise
interceptions.
for me, you goddamn prick.
That we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, that's
he was fucking standing away from the dude, man. Whatever, man.
He's tackled a yard short.
The dude fucking stopped. I threw it too fucking late, dude.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty
I know what the fuck happened, but that shit always fucking happens to me. Because motherfuckers don't make no goddamn mistakes against my ass.
Something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey.
Get the goddamn ball. Fuck.
That ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and
throwing it
scoops
to the
it
other
up.
team, motherfucker.
Almost
See
like
this screen right
almost
here?
like baseball.
White.
Guys
Don't
at
throw it
bat,
to the other
people are on
color.
base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. The catch made by Miller. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense unable to hold.
See, my dude was closer than that. And he threw it.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the play.
My dude don't go sleeping in front of the motherfucker.
Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Bridgewater gets this complete to Samuel, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi.
On to punt for the Panthers.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
All right, 'cause that's where we're going to be once we get to safety.
First carry for their fullback.
Run a motherfucker
and he's
over.
going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and 7. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun.
What the fuck was you fucking doing, you stupid motherfucker, man? God damn!
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 from Panther touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
God damn, I'd have rather give him the fucking safety.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
This motherfucker's threw 2 passes for 2 interceptions and one on the pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Huntley got his man complete over the middle. That's Hart. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Off play action. Huntley. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And that gives him 9 for the season, and I've been around the game long enough to know this. 10 is the benchmark number, right? People want to get to there because that really signifies that you
look, that motherfucker pass inter goddamn experience and everything else, man. Fucking good, great, dude.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Bridgewater now. They'll set up the screen.
God damn it, dude.
He's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sense that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be. Exactly what you've said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more.
Well, they disrupted already for
Man,
3
just block
INTs.
him right in the way.
Give him
dude.
3 on
Block
first
him
down.
out of the fucking
They'll
way.
set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing
right.
that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got 1 there. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. To throw, Huntley. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
You fucking dropped that? Oh my God, dude.
Trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just fucking wave the white flag or something, dude. Jesus fucking Christ,
5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't give many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Well, way to take forever till you decide to use fucking run, dumb motherfucker.
Scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened...
And now look at him go. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's going to make it 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Huntley. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion, they would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Bridgewater. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted by the Saints.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Transition.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
13 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
Paid for this?
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Here's Huntley. They'll set
Man,
up the screen
what a
down
fucking bobo-ass play, dude. God damn, dude.
To the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun. Huntley escaping, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And that'll be caught by the tight end, King. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Bridgewater on first down. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a run with McCaffrey. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. Brings up third down.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. Miles Boykin, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Dolphins trying to hold on and claim victory. In our game, it's Teddy Bridgewater with a standout first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
From the gun, Huntley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's got his target. That's more. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Second and 11 now. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moore. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. To throw is Bridgewater. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
26-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think that's a lot of shoulders just dropped there. And what I mean by that is they kind of were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. end zone now. They'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
The kicker on.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Bridgewater. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
I need to get rid of that shit.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22.
Fucking
It
get
was a
outside.
42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Huntley. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Huntley.
Oh my God.
Intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively. Getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
We get the flag.
So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Operating from the gun, McCormick, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are back within a score. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man,
y'all fucking serious?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Sanders' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Saints 41.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those
those will be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
Yeah.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Apparently the other fucking backup don't know what they are neither. Or somebody don't know. Something. Leave him over there.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, second down.
If there is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brian Burns. And they're going to take him down in the clock will roll.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is...
Fucking shit, man. What the fuck are y'all doing, man?
Derek Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete.
Look at this shit.
Taking it right down Broadway. That's the way to run it, he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You got to
Look
take
at
that
wobbler,
shot,
man.
especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie.
License out.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
We'll see. They might fucking score on that. I don't know.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And now it's the Panthers' turn, trailing by a point. A little under 30 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Now Bridgewater. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He spots his tight end Keene over the middle. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Bridgewater now from the 50. And that'll be caught by the tight end Keene. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
It ain't gonna matter. They're gonna make the goddamn field goal.
A gain of 5.
Y'all
Second and
done
5 after
sold
the
me the
5-yard
win
completion
over
on
there.
first down. One last shot now for Bridgewater. Now in desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete.
That dude done made
Final
one from there
drive
early,
comes
or
up
maybe it was
deep.
from
And
35.
with that, the ball game
He
is
might have made it
over.
from 35.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though they went unanswered.
Yeah,
Could have won it,
some lucky
but couldn't
shit.
get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or
That
playground,
fucking
didn't
pass
it?
was
Yeah,
awful.
you remember when you called
It
that
was
play?
wobbly
Just go long.
and
They
terrible.
tried to find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for New Orleans, it's an important win for their
And it
playoff
fucking
hopes as they move to
scored a
8-4.
touchdown.
And they'll head back home
Well, I
next
mean, look
week to
at it,
take
though.
on the
I fucking
Atlanta
got some
Falcons.
69
Meanwhile, for
fucking
Carolina,
overall
this
rookie
loss
up in
cost
there
them in
that
the
fucking
playoff
throws a
chase as
wobbler
they
and it
fall
gets
back to
bounces up right to
7-5
a
on the
motherfucker
year.
and shit.
And
When
they'll
the
get a
fuck does
chance
that
to
ever
redeem
happen?
themselves next week at home
Never.
against San Francisco. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank
And this
Charles Davis,
motherfucker
my
sucks.
broadcast
Is
partner,
that who
and
they
our
want me to
entire
start?
crew.
The
We'll
motherfucker
catch
that
you
sucks?
next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
He's hurt. Yeah, he threw 4 picks. 2 of them for touchdowns. Nah, it ain't. That shit ain't my fault. I'm just throwing him up. Ain't watched nothing. It's all in your imagination. I don't think it. I don't know what I got. I got lucky in that game, I know that much. See what hole y'all on. Y'all on like hole 9 or something. Looking at him. That character looks like a hologram or something.